ka magistro ha. Masayot ka, malimot ka, padayon na lang yun. Ay ang baril sa sinundanan. Okay.
So, good evening. Good evening, sir. Good evening, class. So, my name is John Ronald Bandalon, and I will be your English teacher for today. So, everybody, please stand up, and please, Wisan, please lead a prayer. So once again, good evening class, and before we start our class today, I'm gonna put some classroom notes for you to follow. So please read everybody. First, raise your right hand if you wish to answer. Second, raise your hand before speaking or leaving your seat. Third, focus on the lesson and activity actively. Fourth, respect others, their ideas, and their belongings. So please follow this classroom notes so we will have a good harmony during our class. Now, who can review our last topic, last meeting? Yes, Mr. Lamiles? So, yes, our topic for last meeting is all about the conjunctions. Now, we'll have a good new topic. So before that, I'm gonna introduce you our learning objectives. So please read everybody. Learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, students are expected to A. Identify the elements of the short story. B. Create a story map in the story. And C. Appreciate the significance of the elements in understanding real-life situations. So before we go on to our topic, we will have a PPT. So our activity this morning is entitled Lead Your Imagination. So here I'm gonna post some pictures, and I want you class to make a story about these pictures. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, and then your output will be presented here in front. Your timer starts now. So, after all you presented your output, I have some questions for you to answer. First, how were you able to compose your own stories? Miss Cortez, please share your idea. So yeah, that is correct. Now, for the second question, what were the elements you used in making your stories? Mr. Fortaleza, you have to answer. That's right. So this will be our topic for this morning. The elements of a short story. So what is a short story? So a short story is a brief fictional prose narrative that is shorter than a novel and that usually deals with only a few characters. The short story is usually concerned with a single effect conveyed in only one or a few significant episodes or scenes. So here, a short story is a story that is shorter than a novel. Then only deals with a few characters. And this is the definition of a short story. And then these are the some types of a short story. So first, a type of short story is biography. So who can tell me what is biography? Mr. Glenn? Yes, please stand up. So yeah, that is correct. So biography is a detailed description or account of a person's life. It entails more than basic facts. So usually biography is all about the person's life that is written according to the writer. And it is an example of a short story. So here, this is an example of a biography. This biography belongs to John G. Farmingham. So next, so fable. Fable is an example of a short story. So fable is a story that teaches a lesson, often using animals as characters that behave like people. So fable, when we say fable class, it is about the short story and conveyed by the characters of animals. So in this short story, the animals are the main characters in the story. So next, legend. So anyone can have a idea what is legend? So legend is a story passed down through generations and is widely believed to be true or historical, even though it may be not true. Legends are often very old and come from ancient times. So when we say legend, it is a story that is a myth and it is not true, but it is believed to be true from the people. And here, this is the example of a legend. The legend of the mango. Next example is myth. So myth is an example of a short story. A myth is an ancient story often to explain mysteries of life or nature. So here, myth is an ancient story passed down through generations. Also, like the legend, this myth is also a not real happenings. So next we have parable. So parable, short fictitious story that illustrate moral attitude or a religious principle. So parable is an example of a short story. So when we say parable, it is a short story that gives a life lesson toward the readers. And that is all about the examples of a short story. And now I'm gonna discuss to you all class about the elements of a short story. So first element of a short story is setting. So please read everybody. Setting is when and where a story happens. Helps in creating the atmosphere of the story. So, example here, places like church, the market, under the bridge, near the hospital, in the forest, or in the beach. Under time, for example, like last January, by winter, last New Year, during summer, on Christmas Day, or on somebody's birthday. So setting, when we say setting, this talks about the when and where the story happens. Here we can see the atmosphere of the story. Next, we have the second element of a short story, the character. So a character is the person or an animal that is portrayed in the story. So here is the examples of an character has 6 types. First, you have the protagonist, antagonist, static, dynamic, ground, and flat. So character is introduced through characterization or the presentation of the characters, motives, through his speech, actions, and plots. So when we say characters, these are the part of a short story that makes the story interesting. So the characters are the main attraction of the story. And we will discuss these 6 types of characters. So the first type of a character is protagonist. So when we say protagonist, it is the good character often opposed, exploited, or victimized. So the protagonist, it is the leading character. And then here it is defined that often opposed, exploited, or victimized by the next type of character. So next type of the character is antagonist. So antagonist is the bad character, causes problems and sufferings to other characters. So antagonist, this is the one type of a character that opposes the protagonist. It is the protagonist villain or the main causes problem in the story. The next character is static. So when you say static class, a character who does not change, he or she is consistent throughout the story from the beginning and the end. So when you say static, this type of character is stable from the beginning to the end. The next type of character we have dynamic. So the dynamic is the character that changes, the character transforms from good to bad or bad to good. So dynamic means the character changes from this type of person to this next type of person. For example, the character in the beginning of the story is good, and then in the ending, the character makes a villain. And then the fifth type of character, round. So round is the character that is hard to describe and predict, has many qualities and emotions. So when we say round character, this character is hard to describe or predict. So this kind of character is usually not being emphasized to the story learning. Next, we have the 6th type of character, the flat. So flat, this character is easy to describe and predict. It opposes and displays few traits. So this type of character is very visible toward the readers or the listeners. Here, the character is easy to describe and predict. And those are the 6 types of characters. Do you have any questions, class? Okay. So this is the third element of a short story. So plot. So plot, it is the list and sequence of events in the story. So plot here is the sequence of events from the beginning of the story till the end of the story. So plot has 5 parts. Here we have exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and we have the resolution or the ending. And here we will be discussing these 5 parts of the plot. So these are the parts of a plot. First, we have exposition. So who can read the definition of exposition? So exposition is the beginning part of the story. It introduces the characters, the setting, and the conflict. So in the exposition part class, we will see here the setting, the characters, and the conflict. we will see the characters, their names, their characters, their habits, and their interested in the story. The next part of the plot is the rising action. So please read. Rising action happens when the conflict is addressed by the main character in the story. It's the part when the protagonist faces a crisis or unstable state. So rising action class, here is the main character or the protagonist meets the antagonist. And then the protagonist have this unstable state or the crisis or the problem of the story. And third part of the plot is climax. So climax, please read. Climax is the most interesting and breathtaking point of the story. It presents the protagonist's most challenging moment. So here, the climax is the most interesting part of the story. Here, the protagonist makes the challenging moment of the part of the story. Here we can see the very interesting part of the story. And the fourth part of the story is the falling action. Please read. Falling action happens instantly after the climax. It reveals the consequences, either good or bad, the characters need to deal with after the turning point of events. So here, falling action, it is where the protagonist makes the resolution of the story. Here, it falling the actions in the story. And the fifth part of the story is the resolution or ending. So please read. Resolution or ending. It tells what happens to the characters after the problem or conflict being resolved. It leads readers to insert emotions such as sadness, happiness, disappointment, pity, or even heartbreak. So resolution class or ending, this is the part when the story ends. Here, the characters meet the consequences that they have dealt after their actions. And in the ending class, we will be felt some emotions to the story that we have read or seen, like heartbreak, happiness, pity, or sadness. And those are the parts of the plot. And now we are in the fourth element of the short story. We have the conflict. So please read the definition of conflict. So conflict is the problem which the main characters need to resolve. It can be categorized into two, which are internal and external conflict. So here, conflict is the main characters need to solve. So the conflict class, this is all about the problem of the short story. And then the protagonist needed to resolve. And there are two types of conflicts. We have internal conflict and external conflict. So how can we read the internal conflict? So internal conflict happens when the character's problem is caused by his own limitations and weaknesses. So internal conflict happens when the characters dealing with himself. Here, the example is man versus himself. So man versus himself is an example of internal conflict. A person who is struggling of himself. So that is an example of the internal conflict. And now we have the external conflict. Happens when the character problem is caused by the people or things around him. So this is external conflict is caused by the surroundings of this protagonist. And the example of this is man versus man. So man versus man, the character is struggling because of other characters' decisions or actions. So man versus man is an example of an external conflict. And the second example is man versus nature. Man versus nature, a character is struggling because of an expected event in the environment. And the third is man versus society. Man versus society, a character is struggling because of the beliefs and the rules of the society. And those are the examples of an external conflict. Now we are in the last part of the element of the short story. We have the theme. So, anyone have an idea what is the theme? Okay, so theme. Theme is what the story all about. Can be expressed in one word like love, friendship, and solitude. It is the central idea or main message the author wants his readers to understand and to live by. So here, theme class is all about the story talks about. It's like love, horror, or about sadness. And this theme is all the message or the central idea in the story. So that is all our discussion for this morning. So I have a question here for you to ask, for you to answer. How can the elements of the short story help you understand in real life situations? So please, Mr. Demelis, do you have an idea? Okay, that is correct. We can relate in the short story in real life situations that we can apply it ourselves in daily life. And then, do you have any question, class, regarding to our discussion? Okay, so now we will be having our application. We will have our activity. I will give you a paired activity and you will create a story map with your pair and you will present your output here in front. I will give you 5 minutes to do the activity. Your timer starts now. Okay, so as you have presented here in front, I see that you already touched the discussion this morning. And now for our evaluation, please in a 1/2 crosswise answer these following questions. Okay, pass your paper, finish or not finish. So here, for your assignment, I want you to discuss these following answers and give them an example. First, what is a sequel? Second, what are the processes needed to make a sequel? And third, give a story sequel. This assignment will be checked on our next meeting. Thank you, class. So goodbye everybody. Our class is ended.